Hey guys, so Shane here from Laser Mobile, and today we will be comparing the LG G Flex and the HTC One M8. So let's get started. So to start off with design, the HTC One has a beautiful aluminum unibody design with a new 90% metal design that wraps around the edges and really feels nice and sturdy. On the back there's two ultra-pixel cameras, a two-tone flash, the HTC symbol, and these bands for wireless connectivity. On the top and bottom there's the boom sound speakers, 5 megapixel front-facing camera, auto brightness sensor, and down here this is the HTC logo. It doesn't really do anything. However, we are now told that it contains all of the most of the Wi-Fi bands, which basically means if it wasn't there, you couldn't really use data. Now over here on the LG G Flex, it has a glossy back, which is supposedly a scratch-resistant back that actually feels quite nice. You'd think it would feel cheap, but the device does feel quite sturdy. And obviously with the power button on the back, the two volume buttons on the back, the 13 megapixel camera, and the single regular flash. Here's the tiny speaker on the back. And on the front there's a 6-inch 720p curved display. And there's on-screen buttons. So the next thing we'll look at is the screen. So I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but I'll try to zoom in really close on the LG. See how you can see how fuzzy it is, and you can really see the individual pixels. Specifically on this pink, you can really see how fuzzy the device is. Whereas if I zoom in on the HTC One, the device is still very clear. So obviously this is a difference in the 720p screen between the 1080p, and this is a really high-end 1080p screen with 441 ppi, whereas this only has 250 ppi. So there's really a huge difference in the screen. However, this is a big screen, and one of the things that helps with the big screen, well, when comparing this device to other big screen devices, is that since it's curved, it's easier to reach up and down on the screen because you can tilt it towards you. And I really do think it goes better in the hand. However, since the HTC One's curved the other way on the back, they both fit quite well in your hand overall. Now when it comes to software, HTC's running HTC Sense, which is personally my favorite skin of Android, and LG is just running its custom UI. Now, Sense beats LG in almost every aspect. It's very clean, nice. The app drawer is more organized, alphabetical or folders. However, for this is very productive, the LG G Flex. So there's stuff like where you can just click right there and take a quick memo on the screen. There's other things you can do, like if you pull down from the top, you can get Q-Slide apps, and just choose one of them from here. So I'll pick a calculator, and there it is, a window in the device. So that's very useful. And you can also make it different transparencies. I also do like the pull down menu a bit better. I like how you can have all of these different things, adjust the brightness, and adjust your ringtone, stuff like that. However, LG does advertise that this device is very good for watching movies. I think LG really would have been a lot nicer if it had a full 1080p screen. However, those are not really available on the market for a curved screen for mass production. That is the main reason why that did not happen. Now we will be taking a look at specs. So the HTC One has a Snapdragon 801 processor with 2 GB of RAM and an Adreno 330 GPU, while this has 2 GB of RAM, a Snapdragon 800, and 2 GB and an Adreno 330 GPU. So we're going to run the quadrant standard benchmark here, just so you can see the difference in the two devices. Okay, so overall the LG Flex did very well on this benchmark. The score of 19,817. Well, this device had a score of 13,216. However, both these devices perform great. They're both very snappy and fast. And when even playing hardcore games, such as Asphalt, very demanding games, overall they perform very nicely. So the last part of this is the camera. So let's open up the cameras of these two devices. And I'm going to test HTC's camera first, the duo camera. So I'm going to take a picture of the G Flex. Oh, whoops, I'm in the video. So I'll show you a few of the features on the One M8. So I'll try to get around me here. Whoops. I'll show you with and without flash. Okay, so overall the zoom is quite good for a 4 megapixel camera. It's even good for an 8 megapixel camera. I think the zoom's quite good. Here's it. You can get more details, such as like even just dust marks with a great flash. Where I'll show you some of the ultra pixel dual camera capabilities. So obviously one of them is the U-focus. So I can focus in the back and focus in on the front, which is really cool. However, this is not such a good example right here. I don't really like the example. I have a really good example of this, and it looks just really nice. So let me get it. Right here, look. So everything's blurry behind, but then the car is just, it just looks great overall. I really do like that. And a few other things you can do is you can use the HTC Zoe capabilities. Let's take a Zoe, and the new thing is Zoe's can be anywhere from 1 second or a picture to a 20-second video. So that's a great thing about the new Zoe's. And 1 sec. Okay, here's a Zoe. So you can't really use any of these effects on Zoe's. However, you can do sequence shot, always smile, object remover, and GIF creator. However, really where Zoe's come in is, I'll talk about the Zoe app for a second. That's supposed to come in the summer, and HTC said Zoe was going to be available to all devices. So I really think they haven't given much information about the Zoe app. However, it seems as if it's going to be like an Instagram or something like that, because I mean, they say share your Zoes with friends, post them, and I mean, that would make a lot of sense. So I'm just going to show you this highlight video. Oh gosh, 1 sec. It's like they're connected to my headphones. Oh yeah, by the way, the headphones, check out my Bose 8E2W stuff here. Or on my channel. See, but Zoe's can create cool videos like this. Okay, I probably have a much better Zoe. One sec. I had a great Zoe somewhere. Give me a second. Gosh. Oh, whatever. So you saw how cool those Zoes can be. And overall, I think HTC's camera is great, especially in the software. I think they did a great overall job. However, let's take a look at the 13 megapixel sensor on the G Flex. So, okay, so let's turn flash off. Let's take a picture of the HTC One. Just a side note, neither of these devices have optical image stabilization, and right now I'm going to turn the brightness up. Darn it. Okay. Here we go. Brightness all the way up. Okay. So, the great zoom. I'll take a picture down the hallway and show you. Ah, gosh, trying to get out of here. Swipe up to delete. Yeah. How do I get out? Okay, there we go. So, take a picture. Okay. So, gosh. It's another thing, this device does not really have a fast shutter. It kind of does when you're taking the photo, but if you don't keep it still, it gets shaky like this. So, I'm going to try to hold it down right here. Okay, there we go. Should be a good photo. So when you get a good photo on this device, the zoom quality is great. So as you can see, that's all the way there. So obviously the zoom quality is way better than anything the HTC One M8 could ever take. And it also can shoot 4K video, which does not really matter because, well, it's only a 1080p screen and not many people have 4K TVs or anything where you could use that. They have a ton of cool stuff. The HTC One also has a 360 panorama. This is shot and clear, stuff like that. Dynamic tone, sports, night, beauty shot, panorama. Most of them come standard on device today. However, I'll also take a picture of the HTC One M8 with flash. Okay, that did not focus on the one. Okay, so overall, the LG's camera is pretty good. However, I mean, if you want a device, the LG's camera is pretty good if you can get it to work and take great photos. Now, overall, both these devices are great. However, I personally use the HTC One M8. I used to use the G Flex. However, I feel that I just like how the HTC M8 feels in the hand. I like Sense, and I also like just the beautiful screen. However, if you're someone who's strictly a camera person, I might pick the LG G Flex or specifically get the Galaxy S5. But overall, the HTC One M8 wins this battle. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Check out content everywhere on my channel for the HTC One. However, please like and subscribe so I can keep making these videos. It really helps me. Thanks.